Hi everyone. I just want to get on here and talk for a minute about depression and the things that we go through in life and how it can cripple us or paralyze us in the state of being that we're in at times. As everyone knows, if you've kept up with anything on my own Facebook or anything, I fell 7 months ago, in fact today, and I went over 6 months with a broken hip and a broken tailbone, and they didn't heal. And I finally had surgery in July, and it's been a humbling experience for me. A lot of pain, a lot of grief. Had life events happen during all that time that was really hard on me. I had to face some, decisions that I didn't want to have to face, some problems. After I had surgery, I come home with not only my surgical problems, from having surgery and the pain from that and the healing, but I also come home having to be on insulin. So, life's been very challenging for me. And today was a very hard day for me. Just, I don't know, I caught myself in a state of depression, reflecting back, for the past 7 months, and just what I've had to go through and endure, because during that time, people didn't want to believe that something was wrong. I was looked at as faking, and those kind of things. And, that's hurtful. That messes with a person. That plays on your mind. And then I had, I had to face all the medical bills. That has just been horrific right there. And then having to face, what I could do each day, which was minimal. And, just living and knowing that that wasn't me, and no one was listening to me, and that was hard. You tell somebody, I can't walk, I can't put pressure on my leg and my hip, and people look at you like, what are you talking about? Why can't you? And I'm thankful that my therapist finally told me, look, we can't do nothing for you anymore. You're going to have an orthopedic. You're going to have an MRI. And what I'd been asking my regular doctor to do, and he never done it. But I finally went, excuse me, there goes my YouTube yawn. But I finally went and had an MRI and found out I had a broken hip and a broken tailbone. But not only, have I experienced that through this, but because of having to use a walker, crutches, wheelchair, I've had to use my hands a lot. And, I've lost a lot of the feeling in my hands. And luckily, they did say that would probably come back once I can walk again. Tomorrow's 4 weeks since surgery, and tomorrow I'm hoping that I'll be released from non-weight bearing so that I can actually start to walk again. But after 7 months, I don't know what to think. Oh, excuse me again. I don't know what to think about it, because, what's that going to be like? I forgot what it felt like to walk. Forgot what it felt like to walk and to try to walk and not be in pain. I'm excited about it. I'm very excited about it. But there's a part of me that's still very angry that nobody would listen to me. And, I homeschooled my daughter. Everything was put on hold, which actually, we usually start on August the 1st, and July was a horrible month. That was my month to do my planning. Every year in July, that's my planning month. So, I had lost a very good friend in July. And then, you know, being in pain a lot from the surgery. And I really, then my printer tore up. Everything was messing up. I couldn't get nothing done. So I was finally like, you know, Lord, I just want peace. I just want peace and joy to get through this. And, you know, He's given me that. You know, He's given me the strength to endure the pain and endure the emotional problems and things that I've had to go on. And, you know, I'm humbled. I'm more humble than I've ever been. I don't like, you know, people can be cruel. People can be cruel in this world. And I pray to God that I never succumb to that in the future, because I know now what it's like to be on the other side of that. And, I mean, I was never a mean person. You know, I never made fun of people. I always tried to help people, but still, you know, you don't truly know, excuse me, what another person goes through until you've been there. And I never, ever would have thought I would have seen myself in a situation that I've been in the past 7 months. But I'm looking so forward to the future. Just to know that I can take care of myself again. To be able to take care of my home again. To be able to take care of my daughter like I know I should again. You know, there's been a lot of anger in that situation. A lot of anger, you know, with my husband and myself. You know, he don't understand, you know, why I can't be that wife again right now. And, you know, it's a transition that the whole family's been through, not just me. And the guilt has been horrendous, because I feel so guilty about everything. And I shouldn't. You know, I should not feel guilty. And I'm learning that. And I've always been a busy person. You know, I always got something to do. Always busy. And, you know, God's taught me to be still. So, you know, I'm learning that. And on our homeschool, even though I didn't really get to do much preparing, we went ahead and started August the 1st, which was last week. I'm actually thankful we did, because it's given me a chance to see that all that preparation that I kept doing wasn't always necessary. We've done just fine so far. I had like a week or two scheduled, or planned out, so you know, that was good. But just being able to take one day at a time, even with homeschooling, this has taught me that, you know, one day at a time, people. We just have to live one day at a time. We're not promised tomorrow. And what we done yesterday doesn't count anymore. So I'm learning that, and that really makes, you know, makes me more aware of living in the moment. And that's something we really need to do, is start living in the moment, not worrying about tomorrow, not worrying about what happened yesterday. Worry about right now. Excuse me again. Because I learned with my friend that passed away, you know, he got off work, pulled up at the store, and had a massive heart attack right there. And, you know, that right there, he didn't know, you know, he wasn't prepared. You know, his plan was to get out, go in the store, do what he had to do, go home, do what he had to do at home. You know, that was, you know, he had those plans for the next, you know, for the next day, the next week, the next month, you know, but, you know, we aren't promised that. We aren't promised that our plans will fall through or come to fruit. But, you know, we really have to focus on what we're doing at this moment. And that's very important. And even with homeschool, you know, of course, you know, we need to stay ahead of it, but we still need to be in that moment, you know, with our children. Spend that moment with our children while we're teaching them. While learn together, you know, and, you know, it's life. Make the best of it, because, you know, the next minute, one of us may not be there. And you really have to think about that, because that's life. And we're supposed to love each other and take care of each other. So be that person. Be that one to make a change in your life. You know, make a change in your life. And, you know, when you make a change in your life, you're going to make a change in another person's life by an example. And, you know, just by taking responsibility. I never do this except when I record, but I guess I'm just not breathing right or something. I don't know. But I hope y'all have a great day. I'm hoping to get back on here soon. And just remember that Jesus loves you, and I do too. And I'm here if any of you need me. Thank you. Bye.